Today we're going to talk about something pretty special. It's a technology called BarVox, and it's all about bridging a communication gap, one that's incredibly human and deeply important.
So really, just think about this for a second. What if you had a voice, a powerful one, full of thoughts and feelings and ideas, but nobody could understand you? I mean, everything you say just leads to confusion. For millions of people, that's not a what if, it's their everyday reality.
And this challenge, it's huge. We're talking about a barrier that does way more than just muffle words. It creates this sense of deep frustration, and, it can lead to real social isolation for so many people.
Let's put some numbers to this to really get the scale. Around 75 million people, that's right, 75 million people worldwide are on the autism spectrum. That's an absolutely massive community of unique, incredible individuals.
Now, within that huge community, get this, over a quarter of them face really significant challenges with verbal communication. And let's be clear, this isn't just about being able to make sounds or say words. This is about something so much deeper, that fundamental human need to actually be heard, to be understood.
And this quote, wow, it just hits the nail on the head. You see, a lot of semi-verbal people develop their own completely unique language. It's personal to them. But the problem is, if only a handful of people, like their parents or a sibling, can understand it, well, it can make them feel completely invisible to the rest of the world. So, what if we could change that? What if technology could actually learn that unique personal language? Well, that's exactly the big idea behind the solution we're diving into, BarVox.
So what is BarVox? It's basically a mobile app. We're not talking about some big, clunky piece of hardware. It's a super accessible tool that lives right on a regular smartphone, and it's built to be like a personal, real-time interpreter. And how it works is just so simple and elegant. First, you just speak naturally, in your own unique way. Then the AI in BarVox gets to work, decoding what you said. And finally, the world understands. Simple as that.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does it actually do that? Well, the magic is in what's called the personalized dictionary. Now, this is not your average one-size-fits-all translation app. Nope, this is a smart, adaptive AI that literally learns your specific voice. It's trained just for you.
So for instance, it can learn that when you say sure, what you really mean is shower. That's amazing on its own, but it goes even deeper. It can learn associative words. Maybe you say the word Jimmy and what you mean is go for a walk. Why? Well, because Jimmy was the name of your family dog. The app learns your personal history, your context. It's incredible.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it look like in the real world? Let's walk through a couple of everyday scenarios to see this thing in action. All right, first up, let's go to a classroom. Think about it, a place where being understood is absolutely crucial for learning, for participating, for feeling like you're part of the group.
So the teacher asks a question, something simple, like, what do you use in the rain? The student knows the answer, and they say Orella. Now, to anyone else, that word doesn't mean anything. It's a moment where a connection could easily be lost.
But with BarVox, the app instantly hears Orella, and right there on the screen it displays umbrella and even says the word out loud. Just like that, what could have been a moment of confusion becomes a moment of success, of real connection.
Okay, now let's switch scenes. Let's move out of the classroom and into a place like a coffee shop. A situation where independence is everything.
The barista's ready to take the order. What can I get for you? And our customer confidently says their personal word for their favorite drink. Gaga. Again, this is a classic spot where the whole interaction could just fall apart, right? Leading to all that anxiety and frustration.
But nope, not here. The app instantly translates Gaga into coffee to go, both on the screen and out loud. A simple, smooth, independent transaction is done. And you've got to see, this is about so much more than just getting a coffee. It's about building the confidence to go out and navigate the world on your own terms.
And you see, all these little moments, in the classroom, at the coffee shop, they all add up to something so much bigger. The real vision here is about completely changing the way we think about and approach differences in communication. The impact is, well, it's just massive. When a person is truly, finally heard, it gives them independence. It allows for real social inclusion. It lets them express who they really are, build those meaningful connections we all crave, and really, it unlocks their full, amazing potential.
I think this quote just says it all. The point isn't to fix someone or force them to change how they talk. Not at all. The real goal is to build a bridge of understanding. It's about accepting a person's voice exactly as it is and then empowering them to use it. So in the end, it's all about transforming that question mark, that moment of confusion, into an exclamation point of clear, confident communication. BarVox is about making sure your voice is finally understood. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other walls could we tear down if we just decided to listen a little bit differently?